Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. How's built? How's builds? Today we're going to do a comparison video and kind of a little like action video of some of these nail guns working. First thing is, we bought this a couple months ago. It's the 21 degree Milwaukee battery framing nailer. And we bought this because, truth be told, I don't like doing stairs. I don't like when you pull up to a job and you got to bring hoses and compressors and nail guns and walk up, 2 flights of stairs. And a lot of our work down here where we work is it's at the beach, and all the houses are up out of the ground, sitting on pilings. So we're in and out of the house, up and down the stairs to the decks and whatnot, quite a bit. And so it was kind of like a spontaneous buy for me. One day we had a job to do, and I just said, you know what, the hell with it. I'm gonna buy a battery nailer so I don't have to do as many flights of stairs and whatnot. And it's proven to be really convenient to have, but there are some cons to it. So this video hopefully will help you if you're thinking about purchasing one of these. We're going to give you a list of the pros and cons, and we're going to do a little bit of a demonstration. Also, with this video, you'll see we have we framed a basement a week ago, and we were sure to use this. We had both guns down there, but my son used the Milwaukee for the entire day while we were framing. So we have one of our time-lapse videos that we make of that gun in action. So, after you see, well, I'm not sure how he's going to cut it in yet, but you'll see the time-lapse video, or you can watch the time-lapse video of us using this gun all day. And then you can also look at our comparison video of, what we're doing now. So, with that said, let's take a look at it and see what we got here. First thing about this gun I'll say is it's heavy. The manufacturer weighted this gun. When you look it up, it says it's 9.6 pounds. And when you pick it up, it is. It's like a 10-pound dumbbell, absolutely. I don't know what it is. I guess it's this chunky thing over here, which is where all the stuff happens in there to make this thing work. I guess it's a spring-loaded operation or whatnot. But it's certainly heavy, and a lot of the weight I can feel is right there. It's a stick framing gun, therefore it has these racks and nails that are straight, that you can see there. The downside of that is that you can only hold so many nails in this gun. It's not like our dewalt that we've had, this old beast here. This thing takes coil nails. So you can see, looking at that, that's probably 200 nails. So you're good for quite a while when you use this gun. This one here, you got to carry around, a dozen racks of nails with you, because you go through them pretty quick. So I'd say that of the pros and cons, that's probably the first con is how many nails this thing's able to hold. Second con, as I said, would be the weight. We went over this starting off. It's 9.6 pounds, and that's before you put a battery on it or you put nails in it. Now here we've got the M18 2.0 battery. We have 2 of these. We specifically keep these 2 charged for this gun. We don't want to put any of our other larger batteries because it just adds to the weight. If we were to put our 5.0 or our 8.0 battery,
your shoulder is broken at the end of the day.
Yeah, you can't. It's like walking around with a 15-pound dumbbell all day, or a kettlebell, kettlebell, whatever, all day long. You'll be dead. So now that's not to say that this dewalt is that much lighter, but it is a little bit. I mean, out of the factory, this thing weighs 8.5 pounds, so it's a full pound lighter than this Milwaukee here. However, when you put a full rack of nails in, like you have here, this rack of nails probably weighs 2 pounds in and of itself. So for a short time when you're using this gun, it's equally as heavy to the Milwaukee
at the beginning.
gun. Yeah, but as you use it, it gets lighter and lighter. So that would be the other con. The pro, obviously, of the dewalt is that you get to shoot a lot more nails before you have to reload, which is nice. But here's a con for that. As you see the air hose, you're tethered. With this dewalt gun, you're tethered to wherever your compressor is. So if you only have 25 foot of line or 50 foot of line, you're tethered to that point. And if you're like me, you're able to tie this thing in knots around anything on a job site. So usually by the end of the day, all my cords and air compressor hoses are knotted up. So this here, the pro, probably the biggest pro, you can go anywhere with it. You can go anywhere with it, shooting it, and it works. It works really well. You don't have to worry about catching anything, and its design is pretty good as well. Like, it's a 21 degree, so these go in on an angle. So it does allow you, when you're like toenailing or you're nailing studs up, to get in on an angle between joists and whatnot without it getting in your way. So it's pretty good. It works nice that way. I would say the next con to this gun that we found out the hard way was, and it happens all the time, when you're using this gun, you can see here the nails have this plastic dipped thing that collates them, that keeps them in order, which is nice. So you go ahead, you put them in the gun, pull this down, and now it's racked, it's ready to go. But every time it fires, every time the piston comes out of here and the firing pin hits that and fires it, these two little yellow plastic rings have to go somewhere. And more often than not, they blow like right in your face. Like, I can't tell you how many times using this gun, I've gotten shot in the face or shot in the eyes with some of these yellow things. And even we were on a job one day and we were using it in a finished house, and whatever we were framing was inside a house that had like finished flooring. And at the end of the day, there were all these little yellow specks everywhere throughout the entire thing. It was really bizarre. So you got to be careful. I mean, honestly, sometimes when I'm shooting it, I close my eyes because I just don't know where them little yellow plastic things are going to go. So I mean, as far as that goes, they're about the only cons that I can think of associated with this gun. I guess the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little demonstration. I've got a 2x6 here that's, and I'm going to toenail with each gun, each side of one of these 2x10s into it. So you can see here on the dewalt, you've got this front safety mechanism before it'll fire, and these teeth are kind of worn down. But truth be told, they were never really sharp to begin with. So sometimes when you go to put this on the stud, it slips down, and it's kind of a pain to use. Where the Milwaukee has a nice point on both sides, so it catches really nice when you go to fire that. So let's shoot the dewalt first, and you can take a look at how you think it goes. So here I got that compressed. Oh, and just so you know, so you don't think you don't think we're cheating. This gun's being driven off of a dewalt 150 psi compressor. So I mean, it's a big compressor. It's plenty of air power in that thing. So what happens here when you watch this and you see this? Don't think that I have the juice turned down. That thing right now is charged to. It's charged to 135 pounds. For the gun, the tank's actually holding 200 right now. So this thing's got plenty of air power to do what we're doing. So take a look at this little toenail. There you go, there's one on this side. All right, first thing you can see when you look at this is these nails are sticking out. It's kind of a pain. If you've ever done any drywall in your life, these little bulges sometimes can come through. Or same is true when you're trying to do some trim. It kind of messes up the trim when you're installing trim over the drywall. I just don't like that. Oftentimes you got to go back with a hammer and tap all these in. And that's, like I said, a pneumatic gun. So let's see how the Milwaukee does. Same thing. This is a 2.0 battery on this gun. To operate it, we're going to turn it on. It glows green, and right now I've got it in the single nailing setting. So that means you compress it and pull the trigger once, and it will shoot one nail. If you go to the next mode, you can do rapid shooting with this, which we're gonna show that in a few minutes as well. Well, let's go ahead and get this compressed. Let's see how we do here. Well, I gotta say, I've seen it do better in the past, but that might have been me pulling away as well. Right, there you go, that's a good one. So you can clearly see here with this gun, battery operated gun, that nail is sunk further than the one out of the dewalt. And I'd say it consistently does this kind of sinking when you use that gun. And and that's with the 2.0 battery. Like I said, if you upgrade this to a 3 or a 5, it'll even sink the nails that much further. Let's do a couple more, just for like consistency's sake, so that you can see, because we can kind of toenail from the front here. You can get a look at it. You can see that's the 4 from the dewalt. Okay. Milwaukee.
I shot in the face by every one of those.
So you can clearly see every one of the dewalt is out the same exact distance. When you look at these Milwaukee ones, they're a little further in. These two are out a little bit, but it's really, you can tell that it just sinks better. It seems to grab better and has a much better piston or ram, whatever it is that fire these. So as far as that goes, that's my first. That's what I think about, about how the gun operates and whatnot. But as you heard my son say, yeah, he got shot in the face with every one of those as I shot those 4. All right, I guess the next thing we're gonna do is
speed test.
Speed test, yeah. I'm not big on the whole bump trigger to begin with. This one is set to bump trigger, but I don't typically do it because I don't think that it's accurate. Unless you're nailing like a header together or something. I don't know many people who are good at bump triggering for like accuracy. But let's just see how the dewalt does. Pull the trigger. So, and see how that went. And you could probably do it faster if you want. And these, when you're hitting them straight down, they go in pretty good. I'm impressed with the dewalt when you do it that way, when you're nailing right on. So you saw how that goes. Same exact piece of wood. Actually, I just cut it in half. Now I'm going to change the mode here to, now we're at bump trigger. So I'm going to pull the trigger, and I'm going to, same thing. That was, that was equally as fast in the slow thing that I'm going to do. Let's see how we do this now. So 2 of them I kind of pulled away too fast. But I would say, for a battery-operated gun, that was without a doubt as fast as the dewalt, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
So, I'd say if you're somebody who frames on a daily basis and you're tired of dragging around these compressors and these hoses and whatnot, I would say go ahead. If you're on the fence with buying one of these, I would go purchase one of these Milwaukee nailers. And they do make this in a 30 degree as well. And then the other thing from Milwaukee, which is kind of neat, if it interests you, is they do sell magazine extensions or larger magazines for these guns. And it's a pretty simple change out. It's a couple of Allen key screws up here. And you can get this where this would hold 2 racks of nails. But that thing sticks out like this far out of the gun. It kind of...
Can you imagine what it'll hit like while you're walking?
Yeah, it'll be getting in your way, I think. So I never did that. This is plenty for what we do. So yeah, I don't know. I like the gun. I wanted to do a review on this for a while because we've had it for a little bit, and it's really convenient for us to use on a daily basis. And like I said, wrapping this up, we have a time-lapse video of us using this the other day in the basement. My son used it the entire day, which is nice. He did call out of work the following day because he couldn't move his arm, but it was worth it using it for the day. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't call out. So, Aiden, do you have anything you want to add?
Oh, it is such a relief going from the Milwaukee gun over to the like dewalt. It's like you save so much weight on your shoulder by the end of the day.
You're saying using a dewalt versus using a Milwaukee.
Because at the beginning, that one's they're both the same weight, but as the dewalt, over time, it becomes a lot lighter and makes it easier.
Yeah.
So that one will be like 6 pounds by the end of it.
I like the dewalt because of the amount of nails. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, every single time.
The thing is, if you use this, you know, your tool belts are already heavy enough. You're carrying around like a chalk line. You're carrying around your
square cat's
paw, tape measure, pencil, knife, hammer. So you already got plenty of weight on your hip. And now if you have this, you got to have a dozen or so racks of nails in your belt as well. So yeah, you're trading off. It's not in the gun, but you're carrying that weight on your body. So it's going to take a toll over time. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that about wraps it up. That's my thoughts on this Milwaukee framing nailer. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to continue to do these. Later this week, I just got an email today. We're going to be doing another review, comparison. Sort of a comparison, but we're going to be doing a review on a new tool. I'm not going to give it away yet. I'm going to wait till it's here and we can do an unboxing. But yeah, in the near future, we're going to be doing another comparison for you guys to see. We also have a couple things that I purchased recently. Like up here, I've got one of them grinder blade sets for like sculpting and whatnot. So I'm going to do we're going to do a review on that in the near future as well. Just, you know, see how they work and what they're good for, because I know a lot of people are interested in using them. And some of them are pretty dangerous. Like I have the one that's like a chainsaw blade, and it's kind of scary to think about using, but we're going to check it out and see how it works. That's it. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll talk to you soon.